Here's the floor drain in the basement. The client had Permaseal do with this drainage system around the basement, and recently has had water in there. Permaseal was claiming that this water came in through the basement drainage system, which appears to be working properly. There's evidence in a number of places of water coming through the basement foundation, which is what Permaseal was hired to solve the problem. So we see here the cracks in the concrete where it shows water has come through right there. There's no evidence of water having come up through the drainage system, and we can tell this because it would have pushed any debris away from the drains. So there would be a mark washing away this here's loose dirt on the floor, and there would be a line where the water would have stopped. So in this instance, it looks like it's come through the cracks in the floor. Outside this room, we were just in that room. This is a room that's directly next to it. We removed the door, and we see the same evidence here. This gravel on the floor is gravel that was pushed by water from this change in height here. It was behind here, and the gravel moved out. And you can see a straight line where it ends, which was the back side of the door. The water damaged the door, and we're taking out to restore it. But the water shows that it's been coming through this crack in the basement floor. Again, this was supposed to have been solved by installing this new drainage system around the perimeter of the house. The way that perimeter system works is there's a tube system which is set underneath the concrete right where I'm looking. It's perforated on top, and the bottom system is not perforated, so it works like a gutter. So any water that comes to that level fills in either from the house side or from outside the house side, fills into this and heads into a sump well which operates in heavy rain. In this case, it looks like the water is coming through these cracks, which means the pressure of that outside system is not handling it. Again, there is no evidence that any drains are failing. When we put water into the drain, it runs just fine. And so this is what we believe just from looking at this, that this system, which was installed about 1.5 years ago, is not handling the water, particularly in this area. Or when the company that installed this to address the water problem didn't clearly solve the water problem. Again, there's no evidence of sewage of any kind. There's no evidence around the floor drains of any sewage water having come through there. And this leads us to believe that this is a failure of the drainage system. This was just taken out just for visual purposes so you could see the drain. Again, there's no moisture in here. There's no moisture on this carpet at all. It's in that other room and not at the floor drain.